Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Hey everybody, how's it doing? How's it going? Been a while since you see my brother, Jared. Yep, we haven't done a movie review in a long time, and last night we watched the WOLFMAN movie. It was fine.
Like, it wasn't bad, but it was weird.
It was weird, and it wasn't the greatest thing. We're gonna try to avoid spoilers for most of the video, and then towards the end, we'll talk about spoilers, so you can stick around for that if you want. But the movie starts out with a boy and a man in the Oregon woods. What's the father's name? Gary?
Something like that.
Something like that. And then the main character's name is Blake Lovell. They go hunting out. They go out, try to find a deer. And you don't see much of it, but you do see the wolfman dashing around them. Almost gets them, but it gets the deer and it runs off. And this kind of leaves a trauma for Blake to come up.
Because that was when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Daddy saw it with his...
And then it does like a huge time skip. Like 30 years later, he's married and he has a kid. So... let's see here. It's kind of hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it because it's so focused on Blake.
But it's about the transformation of like a guy turning into a wolf man.
And how they do it is really good, and it does keep you like on edge for the most of the movie. Like, it's kind of hard to tell what's coming on, but at some point there's something happens and it kind of railroads the movie, and you're like, okay.
He almost threw up at this one point in the movie. I'm not gonna say what it was, but I was laughing at him in the movie because he was like,
okay. Oh man, we'll go into that when we talk about the spoilers, but I do think how like it does show us the transformation through their eyes. They start to lose their humanity and turn more animal by the by.
Yeah.
But
because they could. Well, I'll talk about that later.
Yeah, like I said, it's so hard not spoil this movie.
Yeah.
So, but I do enjoy the dynamic they have between the father and the daughter, because you can kind of see the love they have in the movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's focused on, but yeah, when it gets to the werewolf stuff, that's when it kind of gets fun, but kind of stupid at the same time. Because during the transformations, it looks like a Walking Dead zombie.
Yeah, it doesn't... let's just say it's a wolf man, not a werewolf, because... when the transformation was done, it didn't look like a werewolf.
Yeah.
It looked like a wolf man.
I guess we're gonna railroad it into spoilers now, but it's so hard. We can't talk about this movie without spoilers. But okay, so we're gonna go into spoilers now because that's the only way we can talk about this, because the movie's surprisingly short. It's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
It doesn't drag on in places. It feels like it should have been longer.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes longer. They probably ran out of budget, honestly.
Maybe.
That's probably why we didn't get to see what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
But,
I can see that.
Alright, spoiler talk. Blake, his wife, and his kid, kid's name is Ginger, I forgot the wife's name. Michelle?
I don't know.
Yeah, she was kind of not...
I wasn't paying attention to her, really.
No, I wasn't either. She was just kind of there. Like,
it didn't seem like she had much of a difference of what was going on.
Yeah. But the main focus was on the father and the daughter. So what happens is that he, while they live in the city, he got news that his father had passed away in Oregon because they lived in like a log cabin with like a farm and a greenhouse. That was it. So they go up to grab his things, and they meet this new character who was the son of a friend of the father.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I know you. I'll show you where your father's house is, because they're like on this dirt trail in the middle of freaking nowhere.
He doesn't remember where his dad's house is.
No.
It's been 30 years.
But so once they get there, it's like they've driven a long time in this U-Haul to pick up the father's stuff.
Yeah.
And it's nighttime, and as they're driving, they're talking, and the new guy, I forget his name. I didn't pay attention to their names besides the main cast.
The new guy that they picked up?
Yeah, they picked up. He
was only there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he had like 5, maybe 7 minutes of screen time. And he said something that kind of creeped me out.
Yeah.
And like he went to the moving van. So
I think he was talking about his wife.
No, he was looking at the kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what made it creepy. So he gets in a moving van, and and the mother moves out of the front seat so she can sit behind in the back with her daughter, and he looks back at the girl and goes, "Hey, little cutie." I'm like, ugh.
And the girl's like freaking 7.
Yeah, she's like not even 10 years old. I'm like, that's creepy. Don't say that. That just kind of threw me off. But anyway, back on track. They're driving through the woods, and they see like a decrepit, kind of like torn up man. He's clearly like hunched over like a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't paying attention to the road. They veer off. They go down this way, and
they tumble down this cliff, and the U-Haul gets stuck in this tree, and the guy falls out and gets snagged up by the Wolfman.
Oh, a tree can stop a U-Haul, like just like it's like in midair.
Yeah,
it's kind of goofy, but
yeah, a little bit.
But as they're like kind of sideways in this tree, the new guy falls out. Wolfman is like climbing on like the side of it. Wasn't he?
No. Maybe.
I don't know. It was kind of weird to tell. It was kind of hard to tell what was going on.
Yeah.
But the door's open, and he sees this like wolfman creature like crawling after him, and he's reaching out to close the door, and the wolfman breaks in and scratches him like really hard.
And that's what starts the infection.
Yeah, he gets infected by the wolfman
and starts turning into a wolfman.
Yeah. So the guy's laying on the ground. The wolfman notices him and just you hear him like cut him up and everything.
Yeah, but
and drags him off. So the family gets out of the vehicle and they run around, and Blake, our main character, is like, "Oh, I know this place," and they run and they see the father's house and they run to it. But you can, oh man, after that it kind of slows down for a little bit because they're trying to get help. The father has had like a radio in the basement to contact other people.
Yep. So they're just trapped in this house trying to hide away from this wolfman while the father's turning into a wolfman, and they're using this radio to call people for help.
And
surprisingly, no one answers.
Yeah, nobody answers. So okay, so at this point you start to realize like he's sweating and he's starting to like, oh man, I'm losing my train of thought here. But he starts to turn into a werewolf after he got scratched. It's kind of like a disease, but I'd like to think of it more as a curse, like an Indian curse, because it looked like they were in the Appalachians, but I know they were in Oregon. But man.
But yeah, that's pretty much the start of how it goes. So I don't want to go too much further than that if you want to watch it.
I do enjoy the transformation he goes through and how visceral it gets. Like, it gets freaking gory. The one part that made me throw up, I want to talk about that. So as the father is transforming, he's like his arm has been bandaged up by his wife, and it's like unbandaged, and it's like festering and like rotting in a sense. And so like he goes in a corner, he starts scratching at it,
and you can like see like inside and all his flesh and his bone and everything.
It's so gross. And then he starts like gnawing on it and chewing on his like muscle. I was physically gagging.
And then I was laughing at him.
I was like, it was so gross because he was like, oh, I'm actually gonna throw up thinking about it. It's nasty. He's like spitting it. I can't talk about it.
Loser, what a loser.
It's visceral. The visuals are good. I will say that. I can't talk about that scene. It actually makes me want to throw up.
Ethan, you're okay.
Okay. Other than that, it's just kind of a fun waste of time.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of disappointed with how the transformation went. That's all.
Yeah, how it
wound up.
Yeah, how it ended up turning out.
The visuals of him transforming is good, but how it ended was
yeah.
Oh man. But that's pretty much all we got for the Wolfman movie.
Yeah. I'd give it a good 6, 7 out of 10. It's not bad.
5 out of 6.
5 out of 6.
I think the visuals definitely carry it. Like the shots weren't bad.
You mean 5 or 6 out of 10? Not 5 out of 6.
Did I say 5 out of 6? Okay. 5 to 6 out of 10. Yeah, that range. it's been a while since we reviewed a movie, so we're gonna try to shake off the rust and review more movies because I enjoy spending time with my brother here.
But this guy's just a weirdo.
You're the weirdo. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. We're gonna try to do more movie reviews this year because we just enjoy it. You know?
Yep.
All right, so you all have a great day and later.
Peace.